Santa Mouse, where are you? Every year when it's December, we're excited as can be, for that's when we remember it's time to get a tree. We don't want a tree too tiny or too tall to fit the house. The tree we want has got to be just right for Santa Mouse. Santa Mouse is Santa's helper. He goes with him every year, and it really isn't Christmas unless both of them appear. Santa brings his presents in that come from you and me, while Santa Mouse takes tiny gifts and climbs them up the tree. This book is hard to change the pages. He puts them right next to the trunk or way out on a limb. If the gift is in the branches, then we know it came from him. Now, once upon a time, someone who looked a lot like you was putting lights upon a tree, some green, some red, some blue. When suddenly this person said, "You know what there should be? A light right at the very top, so Santa Mouse can see." It took a little help, of course, to set that special light, but finally when bedtime came, it looked exactly right. Away up high above the rest, it shed a gentle beam, and when little eyes grew sleepy, it was shining in a dream. Now far off in his workshop, Santa Mouse was wrapping toys. He was hurrying to finish lots of things for girls and boys. As he hunted for ribbons, suddenly his happy fellow gave a whistle of surprise because he found one that was yellow. He had needed something special for a very special present. But then a voice called him, very deep, yet very pleasant. "It's time to travel, Santa Mouse. You know we can't be late." And Santa stepped into his sleigh. "Come on, the deer won't wait." So Santa Mouse came running with his present on his side, and he leaped for Santa's shoulder. It was time for them to ride. Off they flew as fast as lightning. Santa Mouse was holding on, but he felt his gift was slipping. Then, my goodness, it was gone. He said, "Stop!" and tried to save it. At the moment, off he fell. But old Santa didn't know it, and the sleigh went up pell-mell. He was falling, calling Santa, but with darkness all around, there was no one there to hear him. He was headed for the ground. Never this book. Till he thought what he was holding, tucked his whiskers in his suit, took the paper and the ribbon, and he produced a parachute. Then kerplunk, he hit a snowbank and disappeared from sight. But he crawled out with his gift, and he looked around him in the night. What he thought was, "I am lost. Everything is cold and bare. The thing to do is find a house and wait for Santa there." But he found nothing but the wind that chilled him through and through. It seemed to whisper, "Santa Mouse, where are you? Where are you?" I can't turn the pages of this book. "Here I am," he shouted bravely as he struggled through the storm, holding tightly to his present as if it could keep him warm. He sat down and, with a sniffle, tied the ribbon and the bow. Then he noticed something funny. On the bough there was a glow. Something near a light was shining. He jumped up, and it was true, for a tiny golden glimmering was gleaming through the blue. Remember how one special light was placed for Santa Mouse? He could see it now. It lit the way for him to reach the house. He crept inside, wrapped up his gift, and placed it in the tree. Then went to sleep to wait for Santa Claus, like you and me. And that's where Santa found him. Late that night, upon his way, he picked him up and kissed him, and then tucked him in the sleigh. So this year, when it is Christmas and you decorate your tree, why not put one light upon it that's as high as up can be? You may find a tiny present Christmas morning in your house. If it's tied with yellow ribbon, then who brought it? Might it be Santa Mouse?